Anyone who has ever put up a large outdoor display of Christmas lights will usually end up with a larger than average electric bill come January.
But it doesn't have to be that way, thanks to LED technology. And that's the message behind the DEP's annual Energy Tree display. The DEP's Mike Huff takes a closer look.
Can you see it's starting to light up just a little bit?
When it comes to show and tell, the show part is often the best way to get the message across. That's the thinking behind the collection of hands-on demonstrations created by the DEP's Division of Air Quality, including the annual Energy Tree display.
You can tell somebody something, but if you can show them what you're talking about and they can actually feel the difference in the amount of energy it takes for something, or they can actually touch or feel something that you're trying to explain to them, you know, it makes way more of an impact and they remember it than just standing up talking to them, you know, or them reading something. So that's pretty much how everything's been developed here. Micro, one of our engineers in air quality, you know, he comes up with a lot of the designs and builds these things with a lot of help from other people. And, you know, the kids are just, I mean, once we made one thing and saw how the kids reacted, it was like, that just spurred us on to keep doing it because it was so amazing.
It was really hard pushing the red button, but it was really easy doing the green button.
That's because the green button is hooked up to the large display of LED lights that make up the Energy Tree. And even though the red button is hooked to a much shorter string of traditional incandescent lights, it requires more power and therefore more effort to turn the crank on the generator. A little science lesson amid all the holiday hustle and bustle.
Perfect. Yay!
The DEP's Energy Tree will be up through the first week of January. In Charleston, I'm Mike Huff for Environment Matters.
LEDs use about 90% less energy than incandescents. And while they are a little more expensive, they last much longer, are cool to the touch, and have a truer color. All things you want to consider if you're planning a large display.
Up next, roadsides in bloom. We're back in a moment.